Scientists in Egypt just announced that while looking for Cleopatra, they found an untouched miracle. Experiencing ancient Egypt like never before, scientists hunting for Cleopatra's long-lost tomb discovered something entirely unexpected, an intact miracle that unravels the mysteries of ancient Egyptian burial practices and art, in a remarkable twist that has left scholars flabbergasted. Join us as we delve into this astounding revelation, revealing secrets concealed for generations and putting a new light on Cleopatra's fascinating world and Egypt's enigmatic past. Temple of Taposiris Magna. A remarkable site known as the Temple of Taposiris Magna has been uncovered. This temple is particularly noteworthy since it is associated with Cleopatra, the great Egyptian queen, and several ancient gods. This temple is a structure where people go to pray and perform rites. It's not just any temple, it's associated with Cleopatra, a formidable monarch from a long time ago. Some people believe Cleopatra visited this temple during a difficult period in her life to seek assistance from the gods. Inside the temple, sculptures and statues depict how ancient Egyptians believed in gods and magic. They believed that these gods could protect them and improve their lives. Even though Cleopatra lived a long time ago, her relationship to this temple is like a thread that connects us to the past. Archaeologists are working hard to discover more about this temple and what it meant to the people who lived there at the time. It's like discovering a buried treasure chest full of old Egyptian legends and secrets, and it's getting people all over the world interested in learning more about history. What do you think? In Egypt, a pyramid that had been hidden for a very long period was discovered. This pyramid is known as a long-lost pyramid since no one knew where it was for many years. Archaeologists were overjoyed when they discovered it. The pyramid's unique because it functions as a time machine. Drawings and engravings on the walls depict how ancient Egyptians lived, what they thought, and what their daily lives were like. It's like gazing at old photographs. People embellished this pyramid with exquisite artwork and carvings when it was created. These images reveal their faith, their beliefs about gods, and even their jobs and families. It's as if we've discovered a hidden message from the past that will help us better understand the ancient Egyptian civilization. This pyramid may not be as well known as the larger ones, but it is nonetheless quite significant. It's like discovering a buried treasure chest packed with historical information. Archaeologists are meticulously researching everything they have discovered inside to learn more about these interesting old periods. Two unique mummies were recently unearthed. These mummies are significant because they may be linked to Cleopatra, the famed Egyptian queen. One mummy is known as the Elder Lady. Experts believe she is Queen Tai, the wife of a prominent pharaoh named Amenhotep III. The other mummy is known as the Younger Lady, and she may be the Elder Lady's daughter. This younger lady may have a connection to Cleopatra's family. Cleopatra was a famous queen from a long time ago, and her tomb has been sought after for many years. While these mummies are not Cleopatra herself, they do provide information about her family and the key people of her time. Special testing, such as DNA, is being used by experts to discover more about these mummies and how they relate to Cleopatra's reign. Even if we haven't discovered Cleopatra's tomb, these mummies are like puzzle pieces that help us comprehend the past better. It's like a historical detective thriller, and people all across the world are eager to discover more about these ancient mysteries. This tomb is unique because it is associated with the god Osiris. The ancient Egyptians revered Osiris, believing him to be a god of the afterlife. Archaeologists were seeking Cleopatra's tomb when they discovered this one instead. It's similar to discovering a buried treasure while looking for something else. This discovery is a piece of the puzzle that helps us understand more about ancient Egyptian beliefs and rituals. Inside the tomb, there may be sculptures, drawings, and even artifacts that reveal how the ancient Egyptians saw life after death. Because Osiris served as their guide to the afterlife, this tomb serves as a special spot that ties us to ancient thoughts and rituals. Even though they did not unearth Cleopatra's tomb, this discovery is highly interesting since it adds to our understanding of ancient Egypt. It's like reading a book from the past, and it's piqued the interest of people all around the world to learn more about this intriguing civilization. The land of Punt was an ancient state referenced in Egyptian trade records. It was well known for manufacturing and trading rich commodities including gold, aromatic resins, ebony, ivory, and animals. It could have been located in the region identified as Oponi in Somalia by the ancient Greeks. Some academics believe it is related to the biblical countries of Put or Havilah. Punt is also known as Ta Nesher, or the land of the god. Historians disagree on the precise location of Punt, with proposals encompassing sections of modern-day Somalia, Djibouti, Ethiopia, Eritrea, Sudan, and perhaps parts of southern Arabia. Puntland, a Somali administrative region, is named after this historical country. A unique mummy has been uncovered in Egypt, and it is extremely fascinating. The golden tongue mummy is so named because it has a golden tongue within its mouth. What's astounding is that this tongue is totally composed of solid gold and has detailed graphics and writing, known as hieroglyphics, on it. The ancient Egyptians utilized hieroglyphics to write and tell stories. At first glance, the mummy appeared to be ordinary, wrapped in linen like other mummies. However, when specialists saw the golden tongue, they were astounded. They believe that this golden tongue was vital because it allowed the person to converse with the gods after they died. It was like having a special key to communicate with the gods in the afterlife. This discovery is significant because it allows us to see into the past and learn more about ancient Egyptian beliefs and rituals. It's like discovering a treasure that links us to folks who lived a long time ago. The mummy with the golden tongue is now assisting scientists and scholars in learning more about our history and the secrets of ancient Egypt. Something very remarkable that was unearthed in Egypt was the Book of the Dead. However, it is not like the books we have now. This book is incredibly old and was utilized by the ancient Egyptians many years ago. It has special spells, melodies, and directions. The Book of the Dead was extremely important to the ancient Egyptians because they thought that after death, a person would travel to another planet. This book contained all they needed to know in order to travel securely. It was almost like a handbook for the hereafter. The spells in the book were similar to magic words that were believed to assist the user in overcoming problems and perils on their journey. They may also perform songs and rituals to enlist the assistance of strong gods. This discovery sheds light on what the ancient Egyptians thought about life after death. It's like discovering a rare book that reveals how they thought about the world beyond this one. The Book of the Dead acts as a window into their thoughts and beliefs, providing us with a complete picture of their way of life. The disappearance of Queen Nefertiti, the famous Egyptian queen from the 14th century BC, remains a mysterious puzzle that intrigues scholars and archaeologists. She was a significant figure during the time of religious reforms in ancient Egypt, led by her husband, Pharaoh Akhenaten. However, after a relatively short and enigmatic rule, her name disappeared from historical records, leaving behind uncertainty. Unlike the case of Cleopatra, there are no clear traces of Queen Nefertiti, her lover, or her family. Various theories attempt to explain her mysterious vanishing. Some believe she might have died prematurely during childbirth or from an unknown illness. Others speculate that she might have fallen out of favor with her husband, leading to her exile or the intentional erasure of her legacy. One theory connects her fate to the possibility that her remains are the younger lady mummy found in the Valley of the Kings as mentioned earlier. However, this idea faces challenges due to inconclusive evidence. Some suggest that she might have taken on a new identity, ruling under a different name, while others propose she could have become a priestess or joined a religious community devoted to the god Aten. Egyptian blue, also known as calcium copper silicate, was a long-used color in ancient Egypt. It is unique in that it is thought to be the first synthetic pigment ever manufactured. It was known to the Egyptians, and the Romans termed it ceruleum. However, after the Romans, people forgot how to manufacture it. Scientists have investigated its composition in recent years and discovered how to recreate it. The term W in ancient Egyptian denoted blue, blue-green, and green. In 1809, the word Egyptian blue was first used in English to describe this color. This pigment has a fascinating history and is an example of old technology that we are still learning about now. So these were the discoveries made. As we move through history, it's important to remember the past if we want to make it a more fair future. Don't miss the next video, subscribe to our channel, hit the like button, and press that bell icon for more updates.